Hi, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Prasad Podil. I'm continuing my class series on biology for engineers. All the classes I have already covered. This is the question answer. Questions already circulated to many of my subscribers. Okay, so now continuing with the module 2. Module 1, two parts of question and answer discussion already completed. This is module 2, video class part 1. Okay, so module 2, that is actually question number 16. That is 15 questions I have covered in module 1. 16th question. Uh, compare the architecture of human brain as CPU system with that of a traditional computer. Highlight the differences in construction, memory, growth, backup system, energy consumption, and information storage. Means whatever we want to explain, it is given in the question itself. Okay, so human brain can be thought as a highly sophisticated and complex information processing system similar to computer central processing unit. That means it's just comparison that our brain and that of the CPU of a computer, how does the work. Okay, our brain is much more complicated sophisticated system, whereas CPU that we only our brain only working there, so that is not that much complicated compared to human brain. uh, Both the brain and the CPU, they receive a process, they input, store information and perform calculation and produce output. But only the thing is that brain will do all different possible analysis within a fraction of second. But central processing unit, it will do the work which is assigned to that, or some AI assistance if it is there, it will go a little bit further. But still CPU can't beat right now CPU can't beat the brain function. Okay, now additionally, the human brain is capable of performing tasks such as perception, thought, emotion, which is not possible with the computer. Okay, so these are the comparison between CPU and human brain. If you compare with the architecture of human brain, it can be compared to that of a parallel distributed processing system as opposed to the von Neumann architecture of a traditional computer. So von Neumann traditional structure as well as the brain computing system, it is compared here. A very nice image that I got from the internet. So I'm giving the courtesy to that particular a person who published it before me. Okay, now I am publishing it, so I have to give the courtesy to them. Okay, thank you very much for giving this representation. So it represents exactly our brain, how that things are connected, the CPU as well as the working the information storage as well as the working centers that is expressed there. Neurons are the working centers, synapses are the storage parts of our body. Okay, so in C computer, we know that one Neumann system, computing system, CPU is there, bus connection is there, memory is there. Okay, so that about. Now, basis of comparison with the construction, memory growth, uh, backup systems, memory power, memory density, energy consumption, information storage, size and weight, transmission of information, information processing power, input output equipment, the structural organization, parallelism, liability and damageability property, all are explained here. But in question that frame the question, differences with some of them mentioned. If not mentioned, highlight some of the differences, means you can take any one of any 4 or 5 of that and you can write it as the difference. Okay, it's already given in the notebook in the study material which is already circulated. Okay, so the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, their roles in human body and functions and subdivisions. Central nervous system, it comes from our brain nerves to the backside straight, which is called as the uh, what exact backside, we call it as we have to read it out. Spinal cord. Okay, sudden memory loss. Okay, so spinal cord and the brain, that consist of the central nervous system. and the remaining nervous system is called as the peripheral nervous system. So nerves are the one which is need to be activated always. Nerves should be functioning properly. So we say that in our Indian tradition, Indian culture, we say that we have so many uh, positions in our back, which if we have to keep it alive, it will be function more. The same thing only, because central nervous system is there. Okay, so if you do some exercises, breathing exercises or any other exercises, and make it if you keep it alive, keep it more active, our the message, the information passage, the movement of the information will be very faster, and will be very active, will be very resistant, body will be having. So that is the meaning. For those who can't understand what is CNS or PNS, for them such type of words need to be used, and they need to do the required practices to active to make it active. Okay, now peripheral nervous system on the other hand consists of the nerves that lie outside the brain and spinal cord. It is responsible for transmitting sensory information from the periphery of the body, such as skin, muscles, and organs, to the central nervous system. Okay, so when we touch something, okay, when I try to touch you, when I touch you, where is your, okay, when I touch you, okay, I touch the camera, the sense, whatever sense I felt, that is in the periphery. Okay, that feeling, that information, it has to go to through the nerves, and it has to go to the nearby. Where is the nearby? Okay, nearby. Okay, near to the neck. Nearby central CNS it reaches. Then it goes to the brain. It will do the function, and the brain will tell that you touch the camera, not a person. Okay, so that is that functioning of a PNS and a CNS. Okay, describe the process of a signal transmission in the brain through neurons. Explain how neurons receive, integrate, and transmit information through synaptic transmission. Mention the role of neurotransmitters and synaptic plasticity. Okay, the question only looks complicated, but answer is same thing, simple thing, because answer already given there. Okay, if answer is not given, then it is RBT level 3 question. If since answer already given, you need to just study that. Okay, so in our body, the transmission, the message passes through firing of nerve cells or neurons. Okay, so nerve already we know. No need to draw this image as such, completely not need required. We know that when the dendrimers are connecting to the axons on the terminal. Okay, so there the connection is represented here. Okay, so the presynaptic cell to the postsynaptic cell, there will be a movement, neurotransmitter. This is called the firing. Here from here it will fire the information. Those information based on whatever information we want to pass, it will pass, the firing will take place, and it continues from one neuron to the next neuron to the next neuron. So many neurons are there interconnected. Okay, so different neurons. Okay, this word you have to remember, neurotransmitter. Okay, this paragraph actually looks little bit complicated paragraph. Only thing is that you have to remember that it is firing of neurons. Neurotransmitter are one of the word, that is a chemical known as neurotransmitter or neurons release. That is the way it transmit the messages from one nerve to the next nerve. So this process of transmitting information from one neuron to another is known as synaptic transmission. This word also we need to remember, synaptic transmission, which is the basis of communication. Okay, so different types of neurotransmitters have different effects on postsynaptic neurons, and the balance of neurotransmitter levels can influence brain function, including mood, learning, and memory. Signal transmission in the brain is also influenced by various forms of synaptic plasticity, including long-term potential LTP and long-term depression LTD. Okay, now next question. Discuss the applicational features of EEG, electroencephalography, not ECG. ECG is different. That is connecting to the heart. This is brain. Brain when it comes, it is EEG. Okay, so explain the types of brain waves detected by EEG. Mention the application of EEG in diagnosis and research. So some of the features are mentioned here. What is EEG and electroencephalography? And they record. It is done through electrodes that you have seen movies and all. They will keep so many connections to our brain, and it will record the signal, whatever signal. Okay, so those signals based on the frequency they have been named as delta, theta, alpha, beta. Okay, and say zero point 0.5 to 4 mentioned here, 1.4 mentioned in the table, my mistake. Okay, so if our mental state, brain state is in a deep sleep, then you can say the EEG recording will be of similar type, long waves. The theta wave, that is 48 hertz, that is drowsy, sleepy, sleepy mode, not sleepy. Then that is like that waves. Okay, now alpha, which is a relaxed one, beta 12 to 30, which is a more focused, more working time. If you check the EEG, that time it will be giving this much of. Now mine is around 8 to 12, I feel. Not drowsy, not deep sleep, and I have not that much focused also, because already things are there. I need no need to think, and no need of a heartbeat. Nobody will come and shout at me because I am talking to my laptop. Okay, you people are listening, but I am talking to laptop. You should realize that difference. Talking to laptop. Uh, okay, delta waves are there, theta waves are there, alpha waves, beta waves, gamma waves. Now application of this EEG. Some of the most common application of EEG are it is used in diagnosis of epilepsy, abnormal electrical activity in the brain, which can help to confirm the diagnosis is determining the location of seizure focus. Then sleep studies, how we do things in sleep, what brain is doing when we are sleeping. When you wake up also we are not able to analyze what the brain is doing. Then how we can analyze what our brain is doing when we are sleepy. So we need a EEG to study that. Okay, brain computer interfaces. If you want to connect our brain to a physical device or a prosthetic limb, or to a computer software, then also EEG required. And many research how we take such decision making, problem solving, all this, how our brain it to do those things. To get some knowledge about that, we can use EEG. If you want more information, you can ask me. I'm expert in that. I can tell what is going in your brain. Okay, what is going in my brain, that I need to finish it off as at the earliest. So anesthesia monitoring means when we undergo a surgery, and to avoid that pain, not to feel the pain, they will put an injection which is called as anesthesia, which make us to sleep. Okay, that is a forced sleep. So during a forced sleep, what is happening to the brain, that they need to monitor. Sometimes the person, if it is too much worried about the surgery, after giving the anesthesia, the brain will be thinking, oh, what is happening in my body, whether he will cut it properly, or whether if he forget to stitch it, what will happen. All those things will be there. Maybe possibilities, I'm telling. So anesthesia monitoring also very much important one. Then other monitoring the brain activity during coma stage. When if some accident happens, people are in a coma stage. Only we can understand what is going on through the help of EEG only. Okay, so not that much job, funny things, a little bit serious things only. If anybody having such stage, we can realize. their pain, because many of my friends, few of my friends, not many, they were in coma stage. Many recovered, few of them no more. So such things it will come to our brain memory. So that is our brain compared to CPU. CPU will not feel, my laptop it won't feel anything. I have that feeling came to my brain suddenly when I gone through this stage. Okay, now compare the architecture of the human eye with that of a camera system. Main components of eye and their corresponding functions in capturing and processing light to produce vision. Human eye can be analogized to a camera system. Cornea means the front portion, not this. The front portion, where I have to look. Okay, I have to look at the camera. The front portion that is called as the cornea, uh, which is the lens. Actually, it can just bend, expand, if somebody pushes it. Okay, so the iris function like the diaphragm in camera, controlling the amount of light that enters that eye, that expanding and compressing. People functions like the aperture in the camera, adjusting the size to control the amount of light entering the eye. The retina focus function like the camera film or sensor, capturing the light and converting it into electrical signal that are sent to the brain. Okay, the images are given in the regular note study material which I issued, which is already it is there in the playlist. If you go to the playlist, you search other videos of biology for engineers, there you can find the link which is given. Now today it is 25/7 2023. Today it is there, tomorrow it will be there, after 1 month or 2 3 months I am not sure it will be there. Somebody, whether it will be there or not, will not be sure. Sometimes if memory is full, I may have to delete it. But if at all, if it is not there, if you want this want those material, study material, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number 797-505-4865, or you can contact to my YouTube channel itself. Okay. Okay, now main components are rod cells and cone cells. Rod cells are normal vision, bright light or very less light. That time it will function. It contains a protein called rhodopsin. Main important point. Whereas cone cells are responsible for the colored vision. No? Red, green, and blue colored sensing materials are there. It also gives the sharpened vision. Okay. And the differences of rod cell and cone cell is represented here. If possible, you can draw this image. Image I never suggest for biology for engineers to include the images. Images can be included in the study material to understand. Exam purpose, I feel that not to add. Okay, explain the concept of optical correction for vision problems. Discuss the different types of refractive errors and common methods of correcting them, including eyeglasses, contact lenses, and refractive surgery. Okay, everything is mentioned, explained there. Optical correction like eyeglass, contact lens, refractive surgery. Glass, the normal glass that I am wearing, that is an eyeglass, which is having the corrective lens. Corrective lens means if I remove it, my vision too close is very difficult. Too far is also difficult. That's why I'm having specs. I can read, but somewhat blurriness is there, which will give stress to my eye. It happened because of the cataract. As age crosses a certain limit, it crosses the proteins content, protein present in our eye lens. It will settle down there. Okay, it settle down and it makes that lens not to expand too much or contract. That movement of the lens, it is restricted because of that deposition. Normal people having that type of initial contract or having that contract problem, if you look into their eyes, you can see that white colored deposition is there. Okay, it can be operated later stage, very initial stage, who will do the operation. So have to wait another 20 years, I can go like this with the specs. then I may have to do the surgery for that. Okay, so now optical correction can be done with that of glass, or I can use even contact lenses. No glass, I cannot use it. Always headache to my nose. Weight is there for the nose. Then I can have to throw the glass. I have to purchase one lens and I have to put inside the eye. That is contact lenses. Or we can do the refractive surgery, surgical procedure such as a LASIK surgery, PRK, can reshape the cornea to correct the refractive cornea to correct the refractive errors. Refractive errors occurs when light entering eye is not properly focused on the retina, like myopia. Myopia is nearsightedness. Light is focused in front of the retina, making distant objects appear blurry. And hyperopia, that is farsightedness. Light is focused behind the retina, making near objects appear blurry. So reverse cases, it is far-sighted means near objects are blurry. Near-sightedness means far objects are blurry, not clear. Or astigmatism, it is unevenly falling on the retina, making some distorted images. Okay, now causes and symptoms of cataracts. Cataracts is the, I already said, it is the cloudiness in the eye which affects the vision. The lens located behind the iris and pupil normally allows light to pass through the retina and produce clear, sharp images. However, as we age or due to other factors, the proteins in the lens can clump together and cause the lens to become opaque, leading to vision problems. Hence, it is important to have a regular eye exams for early detection of cataract. Okay, because as we reach a middle age in the sense 38 to 40 age, that time we have to keep checking our eyes, because we may not realize that some problems are happening to our eye. Some blurriness will be there, we feel that, oh, that is because of the work tiredness, and the same thing felt I also felt. But on a sudden on a day, because I did some entry mistakes, so I realized in better to check, and I checked. Doctor said they could have came 2 years back only. So this is my personal experience. So keep on checking your eyes. If you feel something, just go have a test. Many institutions they will do free eye testing. Just go there, they will check it. They need to use a lens, power lens, and they need to look into your eyes. With that they will tell any changes are there or not, or they will tell you to read those letters. Okay, reading the letters makes problem. If a person who don't know how to read that letter, he cannot read. So that confusion will be there. So better use the lens to check the eye problem if it is there. Okay, so the things are here given, notes. So notes already circulated. For this question, how much need to write, that I have represented here. Oh, I reached to the module 1, module 2 part 1 completed. Too much lengthy videos are not good, so I am giving a break here on module 2 video class. Part 2 will be continued in the next class, next video. Okay, so thank you very much for being my valuable subscriber. Thank you very much for watching my videos, all this nonsense talk in between, and still continuing watching my videos, video classes. Okay, anyhow, notes are already there. So after that, who will come and read it? Like that also it is. Question is there, but I am doing my work because I started. I have to finish it off. Thank you very much once again. Please share my videos to others, the video links to others. Please share my videos means immediately go and download the video and the video sharing. Please don't do that. Please share my video link, YouTube link to others, and support me. Thank you very much.